Hey, this is actually going to be out of order. I'm going to talk about the last day, Sunday, at Comic-Con. I took Saturday off. Friday was a very long day. I'll talk about that later. But today I just spent it buying a few things, walking around for a little bit, because it was the very last day. I was like, all right, I'm going to have to go pick up a few things before I head back home. So got into the con. Actually, it was it was an easy day, and got up a little later than I did. Well, much later than I did on Friday. I won't be doing that again. Well, I probably will. So I got up, got out like 8:30. Got to the trolley station about a little bit before 9. Found a parking spot. Yes. And got on the trolley. As soon as I got over to the platform, it was pulling up, and I'm like, well, praise God. So didn't have to wait long. It was a very simple trip down there. Got in, walked right in. When I first got in there, I was just walking around, and I've never seen it so empty. I mean, there was still people there, but it was relatively empty in comparison to the other days that I was down there. And Saturday, I know, was probably a mess. I didn't go down there. So the first place I stopped off at, I was just looking like, where can I go to get some things? So I stopped at this one booth because I'm a sucker for pens. And so they had a couple pens over there, Monster oriented. So I stopped by there with my purchase. I ended up getting this free bag. Yes. And a poster, which I haven't opened. And I don't think I'm going to open now because it's wrapped up and I'm tired. It is late here. So I'm probably open that up later, along with the other poster that I have received in my time here, and just show that off later. And ended up getting this. Oh yes, was that lead Cenobite? That was how he was credited before in the movies. Hellraiser. Wow, that was some real heavy BDSM that was going on then. Very young when I first watched it. Inappropriately young. Well, I don't think so. I grew up watching horror movies since I can remember. I'm like 5, 6. I remember when I watched Pumpkinhead for the first time. Those people got everything they deserved. Should have left that little boy alone. He was minding his business, playing with his fire truck in the woods. Didn't feel sorry for any of them. Oh yeah, and I forgot I threw this in here. Had nothing to do with that stall, but I was walking by and it said free pen, free buttons. I was like, yes, again, free. I take them. Express yourself. Yes, I like it. Cute. I'll put it on something. So let me go ahead and throw these back in here. Ooh, hit the light. That's okay. I'm not concerned. Another thing, I got some random stuff, some other free things that I don't feel like getting into. But got this bag, was walking through, and people were handing out, some young people were handing out these bags. It was like, bag? I said, yes, I will take a bag. Some people were just walking by like, ha, don't need your bag. I'll take it, especially if I'm carrying stuff. And it came really in handy. Ended up not taking my backpack off, just using this to throw my merchandise in. So it's this. I've played Minecraft for all of 5 minutes in my life. So, and then here, Dark Horse, which I actually ended up going to them and purchasing something later. Let's see. At some point they were handing out the things. They said, hey, free Yu-Gi-Oh hats. I was like, huh, I'll take one. Let's see. I love Karibo. Has he saved Yugi? many a time. Yes, he has. Love him. He's very useful. Very underrated in the sense of the show until Yugi demonstrates like, don't underestimate the small ones. Okay? Put that over to the side. I spent some time really just buying stuff for other people because I was like, I should not go back empty-handed. Especially for the people who've supported and been really just like pushing, like very happy for me to be here because it's a long time coming and that I deserve the vacation. So what I ended up getting for some people are for my dear sister friend and also our children got these, being unicorn heavy. So I picked up these little ones for them. I already know who's getting which ones. I think each one kind of fits the personality. They like the unicorns. They have unicorn names. So I thought this was fitting to bring back to them. Again, got more free things. Saw this laying on the table. I'm like, sure, I'll take it. I'll get into this. Read it. More freeness. It's like I'll check this out. Oh, these are free, and it was very bittersweet. So here are I got 2 of these. I'm going to give one to my little cousin, who's also getting the Loki thing. So I was like, okay, this is a free book. I will give that to her. She'll be happy. She'll be satisfied. But like right after I got the pen, I was like, well, let me see what's going on in Viz. Because I went there the other day. That's where I got my My Hero Academia books, and also nope, that's not it. I'm a little tired. And also the Promise Neverland book. So I was like, okay, let me go back over there. So get back over there, see the thing. I'm like, okay, line, wrap around. I walk around the whole thing, get back to the other side, and I see the line, and it is closed. It's like, line closed. Come back later. I'm like, well, what do you think later would be? They're like, I don't know. I know. I was just trying. I was like, please. Because they had some other things. They had some early release of My Hero Academia. So I wanted to get it. By the time I came back, which is probably like 20, 25 minutes later, whatever, I thought that would give them enough time. Noticed that the line was no longer capped off. So I was getting in line. I was like, yes. I was like, you know what? Before I stand in this long line, let me go back to this board over here and see if anything else is sold out. Sure enough, it was sold out. I was saddened, but I'm like, it is what it is. I just gotta keep moving through. So I kept moving around. Oh, during the time that I had that break, moving around looking for stuff, I ended up coming across. I was like, oh, let me see, because I was like, what else can I get this child? I was like, I gotta find Bakugo something. I was looking for Bakugo and unicorns for my people, and got those unicorns. That was the last minute thing too, because it was actually harder than I thought, especially but more so there was when I did find some. Where did I go to? I can't remember which booth. I'm not even going to try to go through that right now. To find unicorns, I was like, that line is long. Not going to stay for it. So I went over to this one booth, and I ended up finding. I was like, ooh, I actually got a chance to get it. That is the Pickle Rick Funko Pop, and as you can see, glows in the dark. Whoop whoop. Yes, San Diego 2019. Previews exclusive. So I got that. And while I was there, I asked the woman there, I'm like, do you have anything in the way of Bakugo? So she was like, well, I have this figure. So this is also what my cousin will get because she loves Bakugo. I find something reprehensible about people who love Bakugo. But the young girls love Bakugo. So this is what she's getting. As you can see. Here's Bakugo. He ain't staying in my house for too long. She's going to get him. So, this is what he looks like. Supposedly, I haven't opened it. That's her job to open it. That's her gift. So, I also went back to Boom. Love Boom. Oh, watch out, Karibo. Decided to pick up a few things while I was there. So, the first day, I ended up picking up Bee and Puppy Cat. Absolutely adore it. Oh my God. Love the show. So I decided when I was going to go back and I got Bee and Puppy Cat. That is volume 2. And I decided to get the volume 3. Volume 3. I know it's so difficult just because of the way that I have this set up to see. So I got Bee and Puppy Cat. Love it. Can't wait to actually get into that. Also decided to get, because I absolutely loved the series when it came on, is I have one comic already, but this is Over the Garden Wall, and this is volume 1. And so I will be reading this. I did actually, this is one of the few ones that I actually read the comic when I first got it. It takes me so long because other things be going on and the time. Plus so many shows, other responsibilities. I'll get around to it. But yes, absolutely loved Over the Garden Wall. I think it was a very great animated series. Beautiful. And picked up a couple new things that I had not, one thing that I hadn't read or heard anything about before. I just walked around the booth, the table that was set up, looking at different ones, and I decided to pick this up. Right here. So we're gonna see, let's see, is it Nuclear Winter? Ooh, this light just be hurting. So, gonna get into this Nuclear Winter. See how that goes. Reading the back of it, I was like, okay, let me see how it is. Here's the description. It's been 9 years since an accident at the nuclear power plant plunged Montreal in. Oh, I'm reading this one. See, tired. It's been 9 years since an accident at a nuclear power plant plunged Montreal into an eternal winter. I did read that right. The city is now blanketed 365 days a year in radioactive snow. But life goes on for folks like Flavie Beaumont. I think that's how you pronounce the name. A delivery courier on a snowmobile who's carved out a pretty normal life for herself, despite mutant rivals, eclectic urban wildlife, and unrelenting meteorological events of unprecedented force. It turns out surviving nuclear winter is hard, but surviving your 20s is even harder. Lord Jesus. I'm tired. I mean, I took a nap earlier, but I'm still tired. And I picked this up. I don't even know how much it was. I just know that I picked it up because, look, Marcy and PB. It said that it was like, it just had that it was Comic-Con on the back. So I was like, okay. This is from 2018. So I was like, let me go ahead and pick this up. So I got that. I thought it was cute. It's got something going on the inside. Yes. San Diego Comic-Con, PB and Marcy. So I picked this up. I think that's really about it. I went over, took my stuff back to the car, hopped on the trolley, dropped it off in the trunk of the car at the station, and came back. Oh, wait, no, there are a couple more things. Look at me. I went over. Oh, yeah, that's right, because I said speaking of Dark Horse earlier. I went to grab something. Now, I believe she said this is her favorite anime. And I think this is the ringtone that she has. So, when my good girlfriends, I was like, hey, let me get something for her. And so I got the Trigun Omnibus. Right? Yep. For her. As you can see, it's nice and thick. So I am gifting this to her from my trip. Couldn't figure out what else to get. So I grabbed my mother. I was like, oh, I gotta bring something back for my mother. Not really sure what to get her. I ended up getting her this. I think it was just mad that she'd be like, what? What can I get? But she got into, I finally had gotten her into the show, I think, going into the 6th season. So I ended up getting my mother this lovely Game of Thrones Hand of the King pen. Well, not king pen, but it is a pen resembling the Hand of the King. One that in. So I got her this. I will be bringing that back for her. And that is really the crux of everything that I got. I have packing to do. I got to figure out how to get this stuff back. I should have enough room in my... Some things are coming on the plane with me. Some things I'm going to throw in my backpack. Probably Bakugo, Pickle Rick and stuff. That's going to go in my backpack. Other things are going to go in these bags and be protected that way, I guess. And slide them into the suitcase. So I'm just going to have to move some stuff around to fit everything in. Okay, I am going to conclude this so I can get ready tomorrow. Got to take the car back, then go wait at the airport for many hours until my flight actually leaves. It leaves late, so I'll get home like 1 a.m. So I need to get some rest now. Well, after I finish packing. All right, I will talk about day 2 later on, because that was mostly a day of panels and different things, so it wasn't a lot of things being purchased. I'll get to that later. All right,